Good morning, everyone. This is Charalambos Pissouros, Senior Analyst at IronFX, bringing you the morning comment for the 29th of March. Fed Chair to address the Economic Club of New York. In the US, the event that is set to attract the most attention today is Fed Chair Yellen's speech at the Economic Club of New York. This will be Yellen's first speech following the press conference held after the latest FOMC policy meeting. While the Fed chief struck a cautious tone with regards to the rate path at that press conference, a plethora of FOMC members sounded much more optimistic recently. They communicated that given the strength of the recent data, they would like to see the committee acting at the upcoming meetings. It would be interesting to see if Yellen is now on the same page as her colleagues. If Chair Yellen's comments echo remarks of the recent speakers, this could encourage investors to bring forth their expectations for the next rate hike and may support the dollar. According to the Fed Fund futures, the market is currently pricing only a single hike this year, which is what we see as the most likely scenario as well, at least for the moment. We believe that Fed officials are likely to strike in September or December. We want to see significant improvement in the data going forward and not just optimistic speeches before we reassess that view. In Japan, the government has begun to consider additional fiscal stimulus measures in order to support a softening domestic economy, according to government sources. The move is expected to target a boost in consumption following a contraction in the fourth quarter GDP and an overall stagnant household consumption trend. As borrowing costs are extremely low due to the Bank of Japan's continuous easing, a fiscal boost to an economy that is petering out appears justified, especially considering investors' diminishing confidence in monetary policy. The Nikkei 225 closed down and dollar-yen is up today. Therefore, the market does not appear to be convinced yet that such a step will indeed boost the economy, as previous fiscal package failed to provide sustainable growth. A clear confirmation from government officials that such a step could be on the cards and a change in investors' confidence are needed to support Nikkei and dollar-yen. As for today, during the European day, Sweden's retail sales for February are expected to have slowed a bit. From Eurozone, the EM 3-month supply for February is expected to have remained unchanged. In the UK, the Bank of England's Financial Stability Committee will publish its March meeting statement. Although this is usually not a major market mover, given that this was the committee's last meeting going into the referendum vote, it may attract some unusual attention. The Financial Policy Committee is a regulator responsible for financial oversight, hence any clues of stability risks or a mass departure of foreign businesses from the UK in the scenario of a Brexit may boost the popularity of the state campaign and thereby add fuel to the pound's Monday rally. As for the US indicators, the Conference Board Consumer Confidence Index for March is expected to rise following a sharp drop in February. The S&P Case-Shiller House Price Index for January is expected to have accelerated a bit, but as this indicator is somewhat outdated, the reaction in dollar is likely to remain minimal. Besides Fed Chair Yellen, we have two other Fed speakers scheduled for today: New York Fed President William Dudley and Dallas Fed President Robert Kaplan. For more information, including technical analysis, please read the full comment on IronFX.com or download our app and get all the information you need to trade. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or circle us on Google Plus to get more trading ideas. This is Charalambos Pissouros, Senior Analyst at IronFX, wishing you solid trading.